got a pretty cool delivery just now. I was going to go with the Phytech throttle body fuel injection. I liked it because you can get a kit for about $1,000, and it seemed pretty easy to program and pretty user-friendly, self-tuning, all that. But it's got a lot of mixed reviews. Some good, some really bad, and a lot in the middle. And their tech support, it had pretty below par reviews as well. And I need something that's going to work really good. It's going to self-tune itself really well. It's going to be really reliable. And I need it to come from a company that I know that I can trust. And usually that company, when it comes to auto parts, for me anyway, is Summit. They provide really good stuff. Their customer support is awesome. Their tech support's awesome. So I thought I'll research and see what Summit has for fuel injection. And this is what I got. It's the Max EFI 500. It'll handle up to 500 horsepower. All the features that I found desirable with the Phytech, as far as like self-tuning and easy install. And what I really like about it is it's a Summit product. I know they'll stand behind it. The warranty is awesome. The tech support's going to be awesome. So let's unbox this sucker and take a look at it. Really good instructions. The packaging was really nice. This was in a larger box that was fully bubble wrapped. This was all taped and sealed up, and it was delivered right at my porch. I ordered this yesterday morning at about 11 a.m. and it just arrived today, and it's a little after 2 p.m. So typical Summit, super awesome. Good instructions, nice pictures. I like pictures. Pretty detailed about the wiring harness. It's not a huge booklet that's difficult to read. In the back, it's got the different possibilities of how you're going to wire it. We are running a 2-wire distributor with a ignition control box. So this is going to be the diagram I can use, and very simple. This unit comes with an in-dash handheld. It'll be dash mounted, but they call it the handheld computer. And basically, this is all the tuning right here. This little unit, we can tune on the fly. We can make adjustments for ourselves if we need to. We really shouldn't need to. And then it's also got its own little gauge cluster as far as like RPM and how the sensors are reading and everything. So you can keep a real close eye on your motor of how it's doing. Can also plug in your laptop and do a lot more advanced tuning. So I'm not there yet though, but there it is. I already opened this sucker because I couldn't wait. Here's the loom. It's all nicely labeled. It's pretty simple. It's 3 sensors: O2 sensor, TMAP sensor, mass airflow sensor, and then you plug it into the distributor. You plug it into your coil and your ignition switch and your fuel pump. The rest are injectors, and then the ECM, and you're off and running. Oops, there goes my label maker. That's cool. So again, all packaged real nice. Everything's well protected in the foam. There's the little handheld computer. Nice, decent sized screen. Here's the ECM, the computer for the whole thing. I'm going to put this inside, right next to the coil and the driver navigator side. So that'll be inside, away from the heat. And then clamps for your O2 sensor. I'm just going to weld the bung in. They give you clamps so you can clamp it in. And then here's the unit. I'll pull it out later. I'll do a more in-depth thing as we install it, but I pulled it out. Really nice quality, all billet. Yeah, really impressed. This whole unit was under $900, and I got it shipped in 24 hours. And that's just standard shipping. I didn't request any of that. So typical Summit, I'm telling you. So anyway, that's that. Throttle body fuel injection, Summit, Max EFI 500 injection system. We'll see how it goes. I'll do a whole video on the install when we get there. I'm almost done with all the regular loom in the truck. There's a few things that I got to patch in, but I kind of paused because I knew this was coming, and I knew some of this integrates into what I had done. So I don't want to have to take apart a bunch to put this in. So yeah, we'll get it in. Looks pretty good. Can't wait. Hey guys, All right, so I spared you guys a week of misery. So I've been wiring this thing for a week, and it was miserable. I was going cross-eyed from just staring at all this stuff, but one wire at a time, and I think I got it. It's 99.9% done. All I got to do, one last thing, is wire up the oil temperature sending unit from the oil sump tank, and I'll be able to knock that out here real soon. So I did get ignition coils mounted, redundancy, got 2 of them, control box, everything's labeled. Let me show you in the car. Got the comms wired up to push the talks. Everything in here is pretty much the same as it looked before. Underneath is dramatically different, however. Got a lot of stuff going on. There's the fuel injection loom hanging down there. There's basically 4 systems in here. There's the fuel injection system, the lighting system, communication system, and then the diagnostics. And everything on the diagnostics is redundant. There's 2 of everything. So we've got our analog digital gauges here, and then the fuel injection system also has its own diagnostic gauge cluster that's on the computer screen that my passenger navigator will be able to see right here. And then this is the lighting, and then the Kenwood. I mounted the ECM away from the heat behind co-driver. And along with that is all the comm cables to the intercom and the radio and stuff. I wanted to keep them kind of protected and away from the heat. Fuel systems pretty much here. The fuel pump and the fuel filters will be here today. The fuel regulator came yesterday, so I got it mounted. And then let's see what else. Yeah, electrical. When I couldn't see straight anymore, I had to break away from the electrical stuff and take a break. So I came and worked on the motor. So I got the intake manifold in. I'm getting the sensors buttoned up. I got the valves adjusted and the rocker lash and everything adjusted on that. It's like double check, triple check, everything. Also double check some stuff in the rotating assembly and timing and all that. I gotta get the remote oil filter mounted, and then probably next week start running all the AN lines and hoses. I gotta make each and every one for the fuel system, oil system, and coolant system. So I haven't really decided how I'm gonna do the coolant system. I don't know if I'm gonna run like soft lines all the way back to the radiators, or if I'm gonna hard line the middle parts. I don't know yet, we'll see. Super excited. My cousin's coming this weekend from Oregon. He's my co-driver. He's actually married to my cousin. She's going to be part of the team too, but he's coming, and he's going to help give me a weekend, like 2 or 3 days of assembly help, because a whole bunch of parts are coming today. The torque converter for the transmission, the new SFI certified flex plate, because mine was out of date, is coming today. Lighting came yesterday, so we'll get that installed. And then most importantly, that I've been waiting forever on, is all the suspension stuff. The Heim joints and uniballs are coming today, so we can get all the suspension buttoned up and shocks on this thing. And if I had wheels and tires, we'd be able to set it on its own weight. So I'm hoping we can bang that stuff out like Friday, Saturday, and then it would be really sweet if Sunday we can put the engine and transmission together and put the motor in this thing, and then plug it all in and see if we can fire it up next week. But for now, we've just got a lot of parts arriving finally, and assembly's happening really fast. So if I can keep up this pace, we'll be okay. We'll make it. Next big thing that I'm waiting on is one last component, is the brakes. I'm waiting on master cylinders from Willwood. Yeah, and a couple calipers. But if we can get this banged out and ready to go by the middle of November and have at least a week before the race to test, shake it down, that would be awesome. So we'll see. This week's video, like I said, most of the stuff I was doing was wiring, and it was really boring. I got some footage of engine assembly. We're coming out with a new product. It's our own first aid trauma survival kit that is to be mounted onto your truck or your race vehicle during a race. You got to have it, part of the rules. But I put together a really cool kit that's got a lot of good trauma stuff in it, along with some survival stuff like emergency blankets and fire starters and stuff. It's nothing abnormal that you can't buy on your own and put together, but you know, we threw it together, and then I built a nice metal holder basically that you can weld onto your truck, and it contains the whole thing, and it's a quick release, so you can just flip a lever and grab the whole kit and you're ready to go. So I cut that on the plasma table, and I got the building of that and the welding of that. That I'll put in footage, so we'll do kind of a product feature on it, and we'll get that on our website for sale and get them into production. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, lights. Light bars came. It's badass. I just got that one mounted up because I was, again, tired of doing wiring. Thought I needed something different. And then these are the amber and another curved amber and another curved white that's going to go in the grill right here on the bumper. So it's another thing we got to do, fab up the bumper. But that's easy. So, all right, keep at it.